Hi, I'm David Roof. I'm an associate professor at Ball State University in Teachers College in Educational Studies. And I wanted to make this video as the start of a series of videos talking a little bit about the way Ball State is dealing with and teachers are dealing with the remote learning and sort of the fallout from the pandemic and quarantining and the canceling of face-to-face classes, tools for remote learning. And basically the way that I thought this could be structured is some short videos that would talk more specifically and in depth about some different approaches and resources and techniques for online teaching that might be relevant to professors and instructors in other countries and things you guys might be able to use. So I'll try to keep this short, and then I'll follow up with some additional videos. And then in addition to that, to schedule some question and answer sessions so we can talk more in depth about your concerns and things you guys would like to know that might be useful for your context. And just to let you know, I have been to Afghanistan, I have worked in Afghanistan, and I'm somewhat familiar with some of the challenges and unique aspects of teaching in that context. So I wanted to just mention that that Ball State has canceled essentially face-to-face classes or moved face-to-face classes to online learning or remote learning, at least for both the end of our spring semester, which ends in May, and then through the summer at this point. And they're looking into the possibility of continuing that into the fall semester, 2020. And what we've done is essentially use two different systems to kind of make that transition. And I'll try to give examples of these and better explanations in follow-up videos. But we've used both teleconferencing or remote conferencing software like WebEx, or some that might be more familiar are Zoom and Skype, and then course management software along with that. And those would be things like Canvas or Blackboard. And the one that I'll probably show a little more in depth will be Moodle. Moodle is, because it's available for free. But those two systems, and basically the approach that I think instructors generally are influenced to take are either a kind of synchronous approach or an asynchronous approach to remote learning. And what synchronous would mean aligning your course with continuing course meetings, in a sense, like using something like Zoom or WebEx or that software to, in a sense, like kind of hold a remote class where students can log in and view you and discuss things. And I think that's a little bit more challenging. Asynchronous would be another approach, and that's where you set up maybe readings, assignments, and then tasks for students to complete online, and they have to work through those, on a specific schedule. And that's generally how I tend to teach remote classes, online classes. I've taken a more asynchronous approach where I assign readings, and then I have assignments due each week, and I am engaged with students. I generally upload and post video lectures and information related to the topic we're going through, but I have them complete assignments at their own pace, and then I give them feedback based on what they've produced. And I try to have them also engage each other in discussion groups or by posting questions and responses to one another as they kind of work through the course content. So again, I'll try to give you some more in-depth examples of asynchronous learning and synchronous learning, and then the tools that we use for those approaches in upcoming videos.